Okay, so you want a simple and easy to understand video on how to set up Elgato Wave Cast. The idea of streaming from one PC to another may seem a little bit complicated or even daunting, knowing that you have to send all of your gaming audio from your gaming PC to your streaming PC. It can get a little bit much, but Elgato have pretty much streamlined the process, and you got this wonderful, charming chap right here who's gonna teach you how to set the entire thing up in, hopefully, under 10 minutes. I'm gonna stop yapping and just get straight into the tutorial. There will be links to all the microphones and the software and everything down below in the description, and if you're stuck with anything, drop a comment and I'll be more than happy to help you out along the way. I try to respond to every comment I get here on this channel. Okay, let's keep this as quick and as simple as possible. I know you just want to get this thing set up, get streaming, do everything you need to do. I value your time. I do want to quickly say this is primarily an audio tutorial, so I'm not going to be showing you how to set up capture cards and webcams and all that kind of stuff. I do have videos covering all of that, and they'll be down below in the description if you want to watch those as well. With that said, it's worth noting that this colorful window right here is my gaming PC, and this bland gray window, this is my streaming PC. I'm using a screen sharing program to show you both at the same time just because I don't want to have to record this twice. It's just going to be a lot of effort. So gaming PC, streaming PC. We're going to start on the gaming PC and we're going to keep it nice and simple. You're going to want to go ahead and install Wavecast, of course, and you can do that through the Elgato Marketplace. There'll be a direct link down in the description. Just go to the Marketplace, type in Wavecast, and of course it's going to be the first one that pops up here. You're going to want to go over here, download it, install it, and you'll be given a license key. Copy that to your clipboard, because not only are you going to have to paste it here on the gaming PC, you're going to have to do the same thing, downloading it and installing it on the streaming PC. So once you have it all installed and you put in your license key, you're going to have a window that looks a little bit like this. This little selection right here is the computer that you're going to be sending your audio to, because we're on the gaming PC as we start this video. You can change it if you want to, if you have multiple PCs in your house, but that's the only one I have available now. And we're just going to go ahead and connect like so, and it'll automatically connect to this PC. And if we quickly go and check without doing any fancy cuts, it's automatically connected on the streaming PC as well, so we don't need to worry about doing anything over there. It automatically does both, and you can actually go into the settings right here and go start app at login, toggle that on if you want to, then go down to network and auto connect when Wavecast launches. You can also change the latency to go from like a performance option or a stability. That is entirely up to you. I prefer performance. Whenever you launch Wavelink, it'll automatically connect. Now let's do most of this setup on a gaming PC to keep it quite straightforward. The idea behind a dual PC setup, as I'm sure you know, is to play games on one machine and stream from the other, so that the gaming PC doesn't have to struggle with all the encoding and recording and everything else. So on this PC right here, we're just going to be playing games and sending the audio of just that game over to the streaming PC, where the streaming PC will handle the OBS and the microphones and the webcams and all that kind of stuff. So how do we get our game audio into Wavecast? Pretty simple. We're going to go down here and select this box, and then in here you'll be able to see all of your applications. If you're playing Call of Duty, Fortnite, Minecraft, whatever it is, select that game. For me, I'm just going to select all audio because obviously I'm not playing a game right now. Select the game that you want and make sure that it's in the gaming PC box right here. That is automatically going to be sent to the remote PC, and it's worth noting you want to make sure these arrows are pointing in the right direction. It's a mistake I genuinely made at the beginning. So gaming PC, sending the audio to the streaming PC, and then here you're going to select the output. So if you have Wavelink, which is this crazy looking piece of software over here, I've got a full guide on this as well. It'll be down in the description. You can go in and tweak all of your audio sources, gaming, capture cards, music, voice chat, all that kind of stuff. But primarily that's going to be a streaming PC thing. And your version of Wavelink may look very different to mine because they're coming out with an update in like 2 weeks. But for now, let's keep it simple and just select the default output, which is here, the one Samsung AMD high definition audio device. What a mouthful. So we now have our game selected over here. We have our output source selected over here. In the case of like if you have Wavelink, this is probably going to be like a stream mix or something like that. And then this option right here is if you have your microphone and you want to send your microphone audio to your gaming PC. Because like I said, typically you would have your mic, your face cam, everything else set up on your streaming PC. So what if you want to chat with your friends on Call of Duty on your gaming PC? Well, that's where this comes in handy. You don't need to have two microphones in your face anymore. That might look a little bit sus. So you can just go ahead and say, say, okay, let's send my fancy microphone audio to my gaming PC, and I can share that through Call of Duty or Discord or whatever it is. So that is a massive feature. I really love that. In this case, we're going to keep it turned off because we don't need it right now. It is probably worth saying that this is why Wavelink is such a huge deal, because on your streaming PC, if you get Wavelink installed, you can add loads of fancy effects to your microphone, like compressors, EQ, limiters. You can add voice focus, which is like an all-in-one, one-tap solution to get rid of all your background noise and make your voice sound great. This sounds like a promo pitch, but I've just done a video on it. I know everything about it. So it's worth saying, like, you can just toggle that on and then send all that fancy fine-tuned audio, and it'll make everything sound pretty sweet. That's pretty much it for this section right here. Without getting into like having Wavelink set up on both, let's go to the streaming PC and see how things look there. All right, so in the streaming PC, you are now thinking, okay, well, we've got gameplay volume coming over, but how do we add this into OBS, right? So let's go ahead, and in OBS, we can just right-click, add source, audio output capture. We can call this one Wavecast, like so. And in devices, we're just going to add the same device we can see right here. And in this case, it's going to be one Samsung AMD, blah, blah, blah. And voila, that's it. We're done. You now have that audio being sent over. How do we test this? Well, let's go back to the gaming PC, and here in the YouTube audio library, I'm just going to play a random song. Doesn't really matter what one it is. Over in OBS on the secondary PC, we have that audio coming through as well. You should be able to hear the music in the background, so that is all being sent over perfectly fine, which is fantastic. We now have all of our audio being sent. Now, you could probably stop here, but let's take it a step further with Wavelink and just add a couple of extra options that may help you. Inside of Wavelink on the gaming PC, we're going to use this to manage all of our audio because, like I said, we could have Discord and people chatting. We want to send that audio over, but maybe we'll want to adjust the audio levels of how they talk. Maybe we want to go over here and add in the voice focus VST, and you could use this to make all of your friends' audio sound good. So if they're using like not so great microphones, you can just turn this on, and all of that Discord audio or Zoom or WhatsApp or whatever it is, that's all going to be upgraded and then sent over to your streaming PC. You can also go into Wavelink and see all these different options here. We have the microphone audio that we can send straight over to the stream just by tapping this button right here, or the PC audio, we could run that through Wavelink and add some filters if you want to. The gaming stuff, we could do capture cards on here and send that audio as well. Music, voice chat, it can all be sent over, and you can do that just by sending whatever source it is to the stream mix. So let's go ahead and start playing that YouTube audio library music again, and you'll see the bars are coming up here, and it's being sent to the stream mix, but we need to tell Wavelink to send it to Wavecast. To do that, we're going to go and select additional output and then Wavecast, and then in this box, we're going to go ahead and select Elgato Wavelink, and of course, if you're playing Call of Duty or whatever it is, that audio is going to be captured into Wavelink and sent across as well. So this is like a really easy way to manage everything. Like I said, you can also unmute this, send your microphone across. We're not going to do that for now, but just tally up all the sources that you want to send across into Wavecast, add all of your effects, all of your filters, everything you're going to need, and then it's all going to be sent straight to the streaming PC. So there we go. I hope this video has helped you set everything up. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below, and either myself or somebody in the community will be more than happy to help you. Or of course, reach out to Elgato, because their customer service and their Twitter team, the people still call it Twitter, they're typically really, really helpful with this kind of stuff. If I had a single recommendation for Elgato about this product, it would simply be to bring it to Mac, because I spent £1,500 on a MacBook Pro. I want to be able to use that as my streaming device. My PC is Windows based, which is great, it works fine, but I want to use that as a streaming PC, and I can't because Wavecast doesn't exist for the Mac, and they said they'll consider it if it gets enough love and enough hype and people are interested in it. So if that's something you want as well, please send them a message on Twitter. Be nice, don't be horrible or anything like that. Just say that you're interested in it, and I think Elgato's great with listening to the community, and that may be something that they put into action. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up here. I love your faces, you're amazingly beautiful, and I will catch you in the next one.